Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into today's Purple Spring acrylic nails. So for today, I'm starting on my bare nails and we're actually going to be trying a new peel off base coat method today. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually like super excited to try today's method. Now, you guys already know that I've been like trying to do the pop off method for months. Like at this point, it's been like months. So we're gonna try and do it right today. Now for this method, we will be using the same cuticle oil in the base coat, but instead of doing a regular top coat, I'm gonna be using a matte top coat. Now, this method was actually recommended to me multiple times by the same person. So nail to the hustle, I give you full permission to berate me in the comments for being hard-headed. I am very sorry. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and do 2 layers of matte top coat after applying the oil, and we're gonna go ahead and cure that for a full 30 seconds. Now, before putting my hands underneath the light, I was not anticipating the heat spikes. Oh my God, those were probably some of the worst. When I say the worst, I mean the worst heat spikes I've ever had. And like sometimes I wish I did have like a mic so that I could record while I'm doing my nails, but like guys, the way that I was just like, wow, like I did not expect that at all. If you were trying this method or you have tried this method, let me know if you guys have the same like amount of pain, because I was in pain. And if I'm being 100% honest with you guys, it's probably because my nails are super thin and damaged. So that could be it, I don't know. But I was like honestly shocked. But yeah, enough of that because I'm still alive. I am gonna be going ahead and sizing out my tips using these XXL nail tips. You guys already know these are my absolute faves. And for anyone who may be wondering about the products that I use in my videos, everything that I use is normally listed in the description box below. Everything that I use you can find on Amazon for a very inexpensive price. And no, I do not make any sort of percentages off of the links that I provide for you guys. But anyways, I'm gonna be going in with the same matte top coat just to glow on those tips. I kind of felt like this would help prevent them from staying on too long because the matte top coat doesn't really have that much of a strong hold. And so yeah, after I do that, I just go ahead and cure them in my lamp for about 30 seconds. And so here's what the tips look like after curing them all on with some matte top coat. And before we go ahead and finish prepping the tips, I am gonna apply another thin layer of matte top coat. I felt like this would just further help prevent the acrylic from sticking too much to my natural nails, which in turn would make it easier to pop off once I'm finished with the set. So at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and trim down the tips to the length that I want them to be. Now, I haven't worn my nails super long in the last like 2 videos, so today was pretty exciting because I haven't done them in so long and I've just kind of been missing it. And I will be returning to the moon crescent shape for today's set. And to create that shape, I will be going in with my medium sanding band. Now, of course, when doing this step, you want to make sure that your nail tip is stabilized by whatever fingers you use as your fulcrum. And you also want to make sure that you are taking your time. So after dusting off the nails, we are finally ready to apply our acrylic. And as you can see, I didn't blend the nail tips into my natural nail because I didn't want to ruin that peel off base coat. So while we are doing the application, I thought we could chat just a tiny bit. I won't take up too much of your time, but I did just want to talk about, you know, how my March has been, as well as like a little bit of my February. And of course, I would love to know how the beginning of the year has been going for you. I know for me, it's definitely been a roller coaster already. Now, I kind of went into this year kind of thinking that it would be similar to 2022, so I'm not sure. Maybe I jinxed myself a little bit. I really hope I didn't. But yeah, these past few months have kind of just been a little bit rocky. I feel like my mental state has been like all over the place. And there's so many people out there who are saying the exact same thing. So I don't know, maybe it's something in the air. I really don't know. But to be honest, like I'm really not surprised that it's happening again. I feel like I go through this maybe like once every 5-6 months. Like, do you guys know when like something's wrong, but you can't pinpoint what's wrong, if that makes sense? And at first I genuinely believed that it had something to do with Mercury retrograde, but I'm a Libra and I'm not even affected this year like at all, so I don't know. But yeah, at this point in the year, I'm starting to feel a little bit better. I'm starting to get back to myself, so I definitely did have a little bit of a fall off, but I think we're doing good for now. But of course, like I said, I would love to know how your guys' year has been so far, especially if you are someone who also deals with a lot of anxiety. I know anxiety just loves to pop up and like poke their nose in and be nosy and just ruin your life all the time. But of course, with that being said, feel free to share your experiences with mental health issues only if you feel comfortable to. I don't want you to be uncomfortable at all. So yeah, I feel like I should stop there. But anyways, back to the nails. I am doing a full nude nail on my pinky and my thumb. The other 3 nails will be having like some fun glitter and ombre. So yeah. Now in my last video, I did do an ombre using gel polish. So I thought that it could be a cool idea to do ombre using acrylic because I haven't done that on the channel yet, so I was actually pretty excited to show you guys how I do it. And of course, it's nothing special. I really just wanted to have it on the channel. Not to mention, I have gotten requested to do a pastel set, so I was like, okay, we can do some pastel purple and it'll be really cute. But anyways, enough of me talking your head off. I will just let you go ahead and watch the rest of this application and we'll be back for the shaping and filing. Okay, so I know I said I just let you watch this like 5 seconds ago, but I feel like I need to throw this in here. The acrylic that I'm using, I will not leave a link down below in the description simply because the consistency was quite terrible and I would not recommend using it. And to be honest, I don't even feel like it would be appropriate for me to tell you what acrylic this is. So yeah, we're just gonna leave it at that. If you are someone who does not own colored acrylics, or maybe you don't have access to colored acrylics or whatever the case may be, definitely go in with your gel polish. That definitely works just as fine, if not even better. So yeah, I just wanted to throw that in there because I know my application is a little bit rough right now, but the acrylic was so runny and I was really sad because I loved all the colors that I got from this kit. It's like an entire kit of like 12 different colors, and this is how they all perform, and I was so heartbroken. And also, like, don't try and guess what this acrylic is, because I really think that that would be just like entirely just too much drama on my end. So yeah. Okay, so here's what the application is looking like, and now we are ready to shape and file the nails. As always, I will be going in with my 80/80 grit nail file just to get the undersides and the side walls of the nail. And if you keep your acrylic application nice and smooth, or as smooth as you can get it, this will definitely help speed up this process. It's also important to keep in mind that if you overfile the undersides of the nail, you will create a ledge, and that just doesn't really look great. And so with that being said, make sure to take your time and of course, be gentle. Next, I'm going ahead and pushing back my cuticles to prepare it for the sealing process. And for that, I'm going to go ahead and use my medium carbide bit. Of course, feel free to use whatever works best for you, whether that be a cuticle bit, a medium sanding band, or even a nail file. Now, it's important to mention that when you are filing the nails, whether that be with a nail file or an electric drill, make sure that you're being very gentle and of course moving around the surface of the nail as to not cause any heat spikes. And so at this point, my pinky was kind of coming off, so I just popped it off and re-glued it back on. I basically just applied more oil, more top coat, cured that, and then glued it on with some KDS nail glue. And now I'm going in with my 80/80 grit nail file just to file the entire surface of the nail. And here I'm just redoing that moon crescent shape just to like make it a little bit more sharp. I always like to make sure to do this twice during the entire process, once when I'm applying the tips and once after I've shaped and filed the nails. And lastly, before getting into the nail art, I will be using a mini buffer just to get rid of all of the scratches caused by the nail file. So after washing my hands, here's what the structure is looking like, super nice and crisp. So for my thumb, my pointer finger, and my pinky, I will be doing 3 different types of French. For this one, it will be a regular purple French, very deep French. And of course, if you are recreating the set, feel free to make your French as deep as you want it. I personally like my French to be super deep all the time. Personally, I would always recommend using a very long brush to create any sort of intricate like nail art, whether that be straight lines or swirls, anything like that. I always recommend using a longer brush because it just makes it a little bit easier to control. And after I decide that I like the French, I will be curing it for a full 30 seconds. And of course, I will be going in with a second coat just to build up the opacity. Now before I do that second layer for the French, I will be going in with my top coat because that last layer will be covered in glitter. And after I apply the top coat, I will be curing it for a full 60 seconds. And as I mentioned, I will be going in with a little bit of glitter on this finger. When you are applying French, make sure that you are getting every little nook and cranny as to not leave any blank spots, because that's not fun, especially when you've already cured it and like you have that blank spot and it's just like super annoying. So definitely make sure that you get every little spot. And after the glitter is applied, I just go ahead and cure it for a full 60 seconds. So at this point, I'm going in with a very thin layer of top coat for the pointer finger. This is really just because I am also using glitter for this finger as well. So now I'm just taking some white gel polish just to create this nice outline. And guys, creating this really thin line was actually pretty difficult. I had to like really focus, and I was watching a live stream at this point, so that was kind of hard. And like speaking of watching live streams and stuff, Do you guys like watch stuff when you do nails? Because I feel like when I watch stuff and I'm like doing my nails, I find it hard to focus, but I don't know if that's just me. I don't know. But anyways, after going in with the white line, I am going to be going in with a little bit of glitter on this finger as well. So for my middle finger, I will be doing the same white outline that I did on my pointer finger. And this one is a little bit more difficult than the pointer finger because I don't have the French to provide a basis for how deep that line should be. So yeah, definitely focus on this part because you definitely will need that stability. And afterwards, just going in with some more glitter, and then I'm gonna go ahead and cure it for a full 60 seconds. Next, I'm just gonna go ahead and take some base coat to glue down these like iridescent rhinestones. These are supposed to look like the center for the acrylic flowers that I will be doing in just a second. But before we go in with those acrylic flowers, I will be applying a layer of top coat just to seal everything in. Me personally, I don't like the shiny acrylic flowers. I like mine to be matte. But if you do like the shiny acrylic flowers, I would do the flowers first and then apply the top coat on top. Now for the flowers, I will be using a milk white acrylic. This is the same acrylic that I used for my white set. Now because this is a Mia Secret acrylic, it does dry a little bit fast, but I think that it's perfect for, you know, the sort of acrylic flowers because you don't want it to be like super wet and you kind of want it to form a little bit quicker than normal. And I will go ahead and mention this. Acrylic flowers are not as hard as I thought they would be. I don't really do acrylic flowers that often. The last time I did them was probably a few weeks ago at this point when I did my cherry blossom nails. I know there's a lot of references being made in this video, but yeah, that was the last time I've done them. And to be honest, in that video, I was kind of irritated because they were so small and it was just hard to work with. But I think because the beads are bigger for this set, it was a lot easier and it was actually kind of fun. So if you're like me and you're kind of intimidated by acrylic flowers, definitely keep practicing, especially with bigger beads, because I feel like it's a little bit easier to practice when they're a little bit bigger. And I definitely recommend using a stiffer acrylic, so something that dries a little bit faster. And if not, you can always put some acetone in your monomer to make it stiffen up a little bit quicker. So for my thumb, I will just be doing a regular French, similar to what I did on my pointer finger, except without the white outline. I'm going in with the same gems that I used on my ring finger for my thumb so that we can go ahead and add more acrylic flowers. And here is what everything is looking like once I have all of the nail art complete. And you guys know I love, love, love everything in this lighting. So to finish off today's set, I will be going in with a little bit of cuticle oil. And that completes today's set. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one as much as I did. Now, you guys probably don't know this about me, but I really am not girly, but this set this set was gorgeous, and I'm so sad that I did a peel off base coat for this one because I couldn't keep it, but I really love this one. Of course, I would love to hear what you think of the set. Would you wear it for this spring? I definitely would do this again if I had the chance. I just think it's very light and airy and so spring related, and I definitely love this one. But as always, I want to say thank you guys so much for tuning in today, and I will see you guys in the next one.